Hello, welcome back to Rogue Traitor. Our heretic officer is making his way through the first act. We have secured the main planet alongside of the governor. In there, we have dispatched the major heresy in the region. We've just gotten an achievement for killing a demon of Tzeentch underneath the sewers. Rykad Minoris. We just finished up. I think we have to go back down. We have to talk to the governor. We have, I'm fairly certain, some treasure to get on Rycadia Philia, and then there's a void ship over here at Rykad Majoris. Yes, we beat Aurora at the end of the last session. We need more crewmates, which we've already gotten them to agree to. And we're looking for sword shards for our fancy sword. And surprise, surprise, we have another level up to dole out. I think our last level up before we prestige class, if I'm remembering correctly. No, we got one more to go. One more to go after this. So, what do we want here? Toughness would give us a nice round 50 on toughness. I'll take that. And our poor guy who's meant to be in the front lines can never find his way there. Do we take something like base skill fellowship? Or do we take more noble abilities? Plus 1 AP. %50 on dodge. I might actually take Helping Hand. If a high-rolled character starts their turn adjacent to an ally, which he almost always does, that high-rolled character gains 2 MP, and if a high-rolled character ends their turn adjacent to allies, they all gain +2 movement point on their next turn. I think I'm actually going to take that, because it's just, it feeds into the idea of the officer and, like, helping out everybody on the battlefield a little bit more. I feel like we can rip through these pretty fast this morning. Perception, ballistic skill. He's an operative, which is why it's giving perception, but I'm not going perception on this guy. I'll take ballistic skill. He does have the gun. As weird as it is. Currently, I have the flamethrower, the flamer on him. Because I wanted to stack together with Adira's fire abilities. Persuasion, coerce, and commerce. I mean, there's no reason Pascal's going to use any of those. A stacking 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with single target attacks. Maybe. When wearing heavy armor and a toughness bonus to deflection. I don't think I really want any of that Forge World stuff on him. The re-roll on tech use is actually pretty good because it gives us a double chance to open any chest. And I actually am going to go with that. He is my tech specialist. Inquisitor. Weapon skill would make him better with the sword. I'd love to get more agility. Willpower makes him better with psychic stuff, though. Though his psychic stuff is mostly buffs. I'm going to make him better with the plasma sword. No. Yes? Plasma sword. Do you hit off willpower or do you hit off psi rating? You hit off psi rating. So I'm going to make him better with the sword. And I might give him It Will Not Die for the extra wounds, but more realistically is I'm probably going to give him some sort of psyker stuff. Can I get Ogren friends? Ooh, I don't know. There probably are Ogren that you run into. I don't believe there is an Ogre companion. We're missing, there's kind of like a scoundrel companion, a space wolf, a Eldari, and a Drukhari. And they're the only 4 companions I know about that we're missing right now. This guy does have healing abilities. When they heal themselves or another character with psychic power or an effect is applied, this healing can critically heal. Increased by a chance of yada yada yada. Okay. When an enemy adjacent to an ally dies, that ally gains a stack of corpus conversion. If multiple allies are adjacent to a dead enemy, one is selected at random. The Psyker's next psychic power that targets only the target with corpus conversion will work as if his psychic power is +2 higher, will not damage the veil, will not trigger psychic phenomenon, perils of the warp, and will remove 1 stack of corpus conversion. That is pretty good. Temp wounds. I like the idea of him being able to poison people, and this seems like a unique ability for him because he's a biomancer, so I think I'm just going to take that. Nice and easy. A Space Wolf, yeah, big Space Marine. Oops. Oops. I don't know when he comes in. I've never seen him yet in the game. But I bet he's fun. We're going to take weapon skill here on Abelard. He is on the front line. It will not die would be a good choice for him. Freeze for impact for half damage from attacks of opportunity. No melee superiority. I'm going to just give him... What was your humanity's finest feat? Great question. Origin talents, humanity's finest toughness. If I give you that, does that give 5 toughness? This would add +5 toughness to every single member of the party. Oh, all allies excluding Xenos. Oh, no, I'm for sure going to have Xenos on my team. There's no doubt about. There's no doubt about that at all. I'm taking it will not die. Let's just make him a tank. Heavy armor proficiency? Does that show up as an ability there? I haven't seen. If so. This is rough. I don't really like any of these. I guess that buffs your lore a little bit. Oh, you just need strength 45 for heavy armor. Ow. Yeah, we should have done that. Ah, well, c'est la vie. Space wolves can turn into werewolves. Yeah, that is like part of their thing. Can all of them or just some of them? It is a weird thing about them. All enemies adjacent to the Psyker take damage. The same also happens if he suffers from burning, bleeding, or melee attacks. 4 times psi rating direct damage. So that's just like 4 damage. That's not bad, though. I do feel like melting armor might be a good choice on her. First psychic power used each turn increases veil degradation by 2 points less on each turn. If this talent reduces the effect of the veil degradation to less than 0, veil degradation is instead decreased by 1. Again, I love veil degradation. Though we do definitely have like a problem with it. When the Psyker is not in the target's line of sight, or the Psyker is in cover, all resistance tests of the target suffer reduced penalty. She can't hit things that are not in line of sight, though. Oh, I guess she can with, like, chain lightning. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Neither is that. I think I'm going to go with melting armor. Because she tends to hit a lot of things. Like, she's like my AoE psyker, right? Argenta, you are all about dodge. Four times a willpower bonus, which is 4. So 4 times 4. 16% armor against demons and warp damage. Resolve is also increased by 2. It's not bad for you, honestly. It ain't bad. I'll take it. Athletics, Medicae, or Imperium. We'll go Medicae. Oh my god. All right. That's done with. The level ups. We got one more level up before prestige class. I'm very excited. The gene curse of space wolves. Only some survive with their minds intact at all. Interesting. Okay. So that's sort of like, I know like Night Lords, their gene curse is like divination. They're like kind of like divination psychers. Pleases me to see you in good health. I hope you accomplish what you intended to. After an uncomfortably long pause, he clears his throat and turns to you. I cannot express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretic's designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We're witnessing the final days of the uprising. I've already assigned the order to allocate 2,000 class Voidfarers to you. Their transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. Profit factor gained 5. Huge. I'd also like to salute the savior of Rykad Minoris, and I have a festival celebration to be held in your honor. We will celebrate your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor who befits a hero that has vanquished the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you have concluded your business in the system and are ready to begin. Oh, for Grok's sake. Lord Captain, I can't see a thing, only darkness. Pitch black darkness. Another prophecy? Darkness just enveloped me like bam, like some kind of veil, but I've not gone blind. It's the darkness that I see, the only thing I see. The whole thing reeks, Lord Captain. I don't like the look in the slightest. What's gone? No doubt been through a lot lately, ma'am. Small wonder your vision had a dim spell with all this shooting everywhere, let alone all the maimed and maddened insurgents. It'll be all right. The festivities will distract you and you'll feel right as rain. We do have other business.
Intriguing.
Obviously that parade is not going to go well. Parades in the Warhammer universe never go well. This is what I'm starting to learn. Every time they have a parade, it's like a bloodbath. Now, our profit factor is way up. We're up to 20. Kills an enemy to 1 cell radius with a shot. They gain 1 resolve. This is like point blank. If the wearer's ranged attacks hit an enemy, the wearer gains 5 bonus to crit chance against the same enemy. And an axe. Ooh, a 2-handed melee weapon. Interesting. These guys do have a profit factor 3 thing. So I gotta know. We've picked up a lot of loot. God damn, have we picked up a lot of loot. These guys love heretic trophies. And Xeno artifacts. That's 1,000 in heretic trophies right there. Jewelry, ship components. I might just give them a bunch of armor kits then. We have so many armor kits. Fair bit of fuel and stuff as well, but how about that? Oh, I only need 2,000. I don't even need to give them that much. There we go. A Ratobi patterned great sword. Oh, hell yeah. I'm almost certain we're going to be using that. I mean, it's us or Adelhard, but probably Adelhard? Abelard? Oh, wow. That's very similar. Using the charge ability costs -1 AP less. I love that. 5 fire grenades. I love that. Posture hydros. I mean, I've only got coffee this morning. A flak chest plate. 5 armor if the wearer has no cover and +10 to parry. Well, that would be pretty good on our boy. And a medal of alacrity when the wearer targets an ally with bring it down. For the first time in combat, they gain +1 action point. Is that us? Do we have bring it down? Oh yeah, that's that. All right. So dang. I'd have to get rid of my heretic gem. And I don't think I'm prepared to do that. When Veil Degradation is above 15, you heal and get +10 toughness. That's so good. So Bring It Down is the one that just gives you like +2 AP. And this just means the first time in combat you use it, it's +3. It's really not that great. When the wearer kills an enemy in a 1-cell radius, so like directly next to them. That's also like not that good. Because most people I don't think can even use a gun at point blank. I will give her stalker gloves. That's pretty good for you. That's good for you. That's pretty good for you. Deals damage to the target's weapon and ballistic skill is reduced. That's also very good for you. Fall unconscious. Everybody gains a bonus. +5. Oh, these are noble gloves. I mean, not that I need a +5 to persuasion, but I also don't plan on falling unconscious anytime soon, so. Now, this is 1 for charge. I think I'm going to give those to him. And I'll give the skirmisher boots to him. Hell yeah, this is great on you. You're wearing light flak armor. Oh yeah, you're wearing the agility armor. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then he's got a full proper flak piece. And you've got this sin skin that gives you bonus dodge. You've got parry. Yeah. You've got tech, and I have heretic armor. Okay. Greatsword. We have an axe that does 17 to 23. And has a bleeding attack. Or we have 16 to 24, so a wider range. But you also get like the parry abilities and stuff as well. Precise las pistol and the dud shot. I'm gonna put the faux hammer in here, get rid of that, and give us this greatsword. Yeah, that looks sick. Pistols can be used at point blank. With dual weapons, you can attack in both melee and pistol when in close range. Okay, that does make some sense. $15, $17. $17.23. The Omni-Size X got the higher armor pin, but like significantly less damage. I hate to take that away from him. Oh, no. It's a power weapon versus a primitive weapon. What's the greatsword? Primitive. All right. You got the force sword. You got a Ripper auto pistol. I want to get rid of that. I'll give you the Deadshot revolver. Because he needs something that he can just shoot people at long range. And I don't think anybody's really going to take this noble sword right now. I could maybe give it to Abelard, but I just don't think we need to. All right, I'm ready to go, man. Let's get out of here. Points of interest detected. I want to do a very, very quick sweep. Because I remember us getting something that pointed us back here and said maybe treasure. But I reckon we'll find out really quickly.
Embrace true power.
I sure ain't seeing it right now if there is. But I just can't give up the chance to possibly miss something.
The world will bow.
Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything down here. All right. Whatever it might be, I don't know.
Let's seize the opportunity.
So let's just go hit up that void ship and then we're done in the system. That's it. We killed the warden without destroying the glass. Yeah, we just killed the warden 3 times. It was easier to do damage to him than it was to do damage to the glass. So I just wrecked him and wrecked everybody else around him. Augurs notice a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planet. A void ship whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit is resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged, rocks around it shattered by the force of gigantic machine crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Send a squad to the planet to explore the void ship with Lorzinos. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered in spikes. Drew Carey? It resembles a morbid beast sculptured from darkness, menacing hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran accurately determines the origin. It belongs to the Drukhari, the Dark Elves. Ready to collapse at any moment, the voidship emits a long, woeful creak, as if promising to drag along into the abyss below anyone who dares disturb its slumber. Abelard suggests finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Rycat system. Taking heed of the Seneschal's recommendation, Rogue Trader orders more people to the planet. Adira tells the Lord Captain that voices in her head are screaming, repeating words, harbinger, darkness, and death. Not wanting to tempt destiny, the Rogue Trader decides to recall people from the vessel. Argenta eagerly says the only good Xenos is a dead one. The Rogue Trader orders people more sent to the fleet ship for valuable findings. Being the God Emperor's chosen, the Rogue Trader won't go digging around Xenos' trash. The artifact should be wiped from the Koronus Expanse. I'm going to listen to Abelard. I want to know what's on this ship. Even if it's horrors. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the void ship. The soldiers who entered the vessel were met with lifeless bodies of Xenos who had died upon the crash. The ship itself followed its abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel's systems has reacted to the intruders, and senseless, cruel traps have been activated on all decks. Agility test succeeded. Nice. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince, rip apart, and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but they were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces on Xenotech on the sinister void ship, but no data that could shed light onto why it came into the system. Assortment of barbed needles, Drukhari scatter shard, piercing splinter cannon, an exotic 2-handed ranged weapon that requires 60 strength, and Drukhari weapon proficiency. $60 strength. Dude, nobody is even remotely close to that. Rate of fire 7. Oh, it's like a chain gun. Cool. Super cool. If you get the heavy weapon proficiency, it probably only requires 45 strength. Right, okay. But you also need your carry weapon proficiency. Oh, that's good to know. You could totally make an entire build off of that. All right. Well, let's go. Clearly, I guess we have that artificial facility, the Thunderfang. Okay. Let's go have a parade. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. There is a part of me that really wants to build like
The world trembles beneath my feet.
a ranged weapons psyker. But I'm not quite sure how it would work. All right, let's triumph. May the light of the throne be with you. Fly to the upper way. We don't stay in the system. We're going to be traveling through hell to get to the next. If by hell you mean the warp, which would be pretty accurate, then yes. Yeah. We'll have to warp travel. When in doubt, save. Good advice.
Intriguing.
Talk to the MC. Your lordship, peerless Lord von Valancius, I'm the master of ceremonies of Rycad Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming event. You will take the road familiar to you from here to the starport. You will be accompanied by your comrade in arms and a guard of honor. The body of a heretic known as the Prophet Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. A stop is planned in the middle of the road. Their grateful citizens will rush towards you, praising you for their salvation. This isn't gonna go well. I'm gonna get rushed by heretics. This is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of grateful people will be comprised exclusively of loyal citizens, members of the military, young people, attractive and physically fit, a few healthy children. Once they've said their praise, the procession will move on. The governor will await you by the starport It's also where the pyre has been built for burning the body. You will be handed a flamer, blessed by the representative of the Ecclesiarchy. You can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable alliance between House von Valancius and Winterscale, it will be fitting to pass the honor to the burning to the Governor Medina. The choice is yours. I don't want a stage show of gratitude. Allow the ordinary people to speak to me, or skip this first. Oh, no, not ordinary people speak to me. That doesn't sound like us at all. I am ready to start the triumph. The highway to hell. Can't wait. Oh my God, we leveled up again. It is the upgraded version of Finest Hour. This is so funny. 3 times officer fell bonus temp wins until the end of combat is probably the best thing for us. Yeah. Because that'll be a lot and it will scale really well. Dismantling attack. You took... Do they not get this upgraded at any other point? Oh, I guess not. I don't know. We'll debuff. I already have this feature. Okay. Weapon and ballistic skill by 30. I'm also going to say they can't move. And their movement points are reduced. Daring breach. You have +4 MP after each kill and may use your MP after each kill. An extra 10 and no attack of opportunities might be good. Strength bonus. Yeah, let's take that. And then Abelard will take the alternative version of that. Will he? No, he has this MP one. So I'm going to go priority target. 20 parry and 2 deflection. For him. Make him more of a tank. Adira, you have that dodge debuff. Let's also go attack of opportunities for you then. We'll just spice things up and make it a little bit different. Each of your area attacks deals additional damage equal to the number of targets attacked. 20% harder to dodge. And 10 armor pen. Rate of fire is increased by 30. Oh, no, let's take that. It's very good for you. Awesome. Okay. A quick moment, at least. Oh, my God. I've seen this screenshot of me in the tank. And I didn't know what it was from, and now I clearly know. I was making a YouTube thumbnail with one of these shots. And I might try to make another one. Ordinary people sound like heretics to me. My kind of people. Too good an opportunity not to take some shots. Look at that Lehman Russ. Make way, let us greet the hero. Glory to von Valancius, glory to Biggest Turg, a hero of Reichad Minoris. This is the pilot we met. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts. You know for certain right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead empty eye sockets is fixed upon the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind, not a voice inside your head, a mere thought. They're all gonna die, befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth. That's all because of you, enemy of mine. Turn around and look at the corpse. Nothing strange. The crowd's salutatory clamor, the prophet's motionless corpse, only the ear is oddly still as before a thunderstorm. They're coming out of the darkness, they're stealing the light, the darkness is insatiable, and behind them, behind these thieves, an ineffable eye follows and watching. A grimace contorts Heinrich's face. He lifts a hand to his temple as though struck by a migraine. Behold the final dawn. Let's go. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm back on the void ship? Why am I back on the void ship? I thought I was gonna have to like fight my way back to the shuttle. Those look like your carry ships. They're lassoing the sun. My ship! My ship! That was anticlimactic. Just kidding. That was pretty climactic. It looks like they black holed the sun.
Naught but ashes.
Oh, yeah.
Take you down.
Anointed cultists. What do they all have? Eye of Oblivion. Ah, so this is still, again, this is still triggering on everybody. Which is definitely a bug. I should probably report that. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay. So I am just like surrounded here.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
What? He immediately took damage from that. I mean, it did look spicy. I just didn't think it was gonna be spicy. Oh boy. I guess Pascal here, maybe? Heinrichs. Yeah, all right, we'll go with this. RG. Leader of the cultists. Very hard to hit, though. What is that little 7% dodge?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Your other weapon's the auto gun. I'd like to kill the people down here so that we can kind of like hide behind these pillars.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Ay, ay, yo.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, Pilot Raquel. We get our nice greatsword. 9 minutes before complete darkness. Ooh. It looks like they're getting some kind of temp HP from that as well. Oh, we're also max veil degradation. That is spicy.
I need a foothold.
Unbelievable.
Let's see to it.
I'm gonna take this AoE. No, I'm not, apparently.
I won't object to it.
But I will endure. That's okay. Oh, that's less okay. That's so much fire. All right, you're in a really good position to brutal strike the two of these guys out. So I'm gonna let that happen. Also gonna buff up all of our guns with that old machine spirit communion. And then we'll just drop a weakness on somebody. He's got the plasma gun right now. I don't think anybody has my flamer.
Not this Greyer's job.
I can't use psychic powers because the veil is so jank. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That is dangerous.
No can do.
Shoot.
On it.
Pascal's such a beast. Take a chance. Use it anyway. It literally won't let me use the psychic powers. Oh, all right. Interesting. He's a psyker.
At your back.
Charge him. And then hit him again. Probably should have done that recklessly.
It will be done.
You have enough to taunt? Yeah, but you can't really hit anybody with it. All right.
Your efforts amuse me.
Well,
Ravage and conquer.
great sword. Hell yeah. Good work, great sword. I'm gonna hit a voice of command. Oh, you know what, actually? I could do break their ranks, and he'll get a free attack
I will triumph.
for 1 point.
I took care of this.
And then
Purpose.
I think I'm gonna boost Argenta. Target's next attack will ignore cover and have double the effective distance.
I need
Hell yeah.
guidance.
Let's do that. A lot of people on fire, which ain't great. Nice burst. Oh my god. Oh wow, he just got a triple kill. Hell yeah, dude.
Blood-soaked tribute.
Attack of opportunity for that kill. Beautiful. All right, we got to throw a grenade or something there. I really would like this pilot to stay alive if we can. Well, so much for that. Oh no, they're using their grenades. I think he just got shot in the back. Did more of them just show up? Oh god, I think they did. Even behind us, they did. Okay. Yeah.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Rapid fire. Burst attack has its rate of fire doubled, but deals 25% less damage. An attack normally costs at least AP. These do not spend AP. Let's hit this. This is 7 shots for free. Let's see what kind of work we can put in.
I'll do it.
I feel like the answer is going to be a lot of work.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I like the auto gun, but it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor.
Gotta say, that heroic act has also given me higher rate of fire, which
I'll do it.
I think I could probably hit rapid fire right now and fire 18 shots. I don't even have that many bullets. I'm kind of wondering about, like, do I just keep thinning out the crowd, take out the weak guys? That seems like maybe a decent plan. Argent is hauling ass right now. Let's revel in slaughter. She's gotten a ton of kills.
I'll do it.
And then I'm gonna burst fire. God, it is so good. She's got one more shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
So good. Never take away a bolter from her. Yeah, it's just that this M40 has so many bullets. It stacks really well with things like rapid fire. Like, she just got a crazy amount of kills in that one turn, right? Heinrich. We could charge him. You're really in the open if I do that. The veil is down a tiny bit, so Adira can use an ability. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to just let him keep going, I think. All right. This is a big bold play. Let's get these melee guys in the front line, I suppose. I better endure. And then let's shoot him. Oh, 2 misses. Brutal. Not as fun without limbs and heads flying everywhere. Yeah. Could do some pretty big damage. Let's hit him with that. And then analyze them again. And then I think I would like to plasma overcharge for 43. I don't know what happened there. Glitched. Glitched out and didn't shoot. Oh, that's a good one. Can we do even better? That's 4 people. Only impacts creatures suffering from warp burn. This makes it seem like they would all die, though. Everyone adjacent to the point suffers the effects of the ignite power. Am I misreading that? Like, that looks like it will ignite everybody. I'd really like to try this because we've never even used this ability. Oh, okay. I need somebody. Okay. If you have someone who's on fire, you can use them as the focal point, and it does damage to everybody around them. I understand now.
What is this foreboding? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Oh, the backfire, the backburn. It hit even more of them than I thought it would.
Anything else?
That's juicy. You think it overcharged and burned Pascal? No, it didn't even. It just said he uses it and then nothing happened. Sadly. No, I better not use any more psychic powers. I can expose that guy though. Why not? I think he's shooting at Abelard. I am stuck on this guy. I can't move the camera. Hey. We have another heroic moment too. So all those enforcers go, and then it's that cultist. I can actually just use this on Heinrichs right now.
One step closer. Whispers.
Give him a full bonus turn, and I'm pretty sure
The Emperor is on our side.
I could do something like this
I'm done with this one.
and just absolutely give that guy. I wish I could charge again.
I won't object.
But I can't just take a couple of shots. There's like one guy left? Yeah. Way out of range. Why don't you endure and pass that to Abelard, who gets 0 movement from it. Okay, never mind. But
I will triumph.
I can use that and then sniper shot. For a little bit of extra damage. I probably should have asked him to take aim to ignore cover. That would have been the smart thing. Yo, further, hello. Having a great time midway through Act 2. Nice, dude. Very much enjoying it. Fussy rogue trader. Oh, it looks like that pilot got to live even though she died. Your comm bead comes alive. Vigdis's voice struggles to get through the thundering static. Lord Captain, this is Voxmaster. Please stand by, maybe? Immediately send a... we are en route to the starport. I don't need to ask what's happening. Captain, interference, repeat. Pull yourself together, Lady Talas, and do not resist. It's a simple technique that will bring you relief. Do not resist. Uh-oh. Friendly agents of the Inquisition make me so nervous. I'm not being friendly. What's happening is beyond normal cultist scheming. We can't afford to lose a single fighter. I shall fear no darkness, for light is within me, the light of my faith in thee. I shall flee before no enemy, for there is no enemy more terrible than cowardice, and I shall overcome it. Let's talk more action. What's Vigdis saying? Are they going to send a shuttle? We have to move towards the starport at once. The shuttles aren't going to find us here, even if the comm link stabilizes. Happening, we observe appearance of the star from evacuate. The comm falls silent. I'm under no obligation to save anyone. It's every man for himself. Let's just see what... Does anyone know what's happened? The final dawn. Getting my head around the skill system, having fun, making more optimal builds. Yeah, there's definitely like some pros and cons to different things. It doesn't seem... I've heard that the difficulty ramps up a fair bit in Act 2, but like so far it seems like we're crushing most things we come across. Every warp active person on this planet is sensing the presence of sorcery. It's rising like a tsunami. The sorcery is still growing. He can't say, however, what set off the reaction or where the light has gone. Blurry shadows reaching for a ball of bright fire and pulling it away. Another shadow, much larger and more terrifying, that followed them. Opened its colossal eye when the others were gone with their loot. No connections, no complicity. It was like a loop catching on a hook. A loop catching on a hook. A small terror made another greater one crawl out of its lair. I mean, it seems like the carrier just waking up Zinj. What I can say is I see only death in Rykad Minoris' future. Death and nothing else. In other words, it's time to leg it. Adara looks askance at Argentia. Patience, everybody. Holy Sis here is almost done powdering her nose. A chill runs down your spine. You seem to feel Aurora's gaze upon you again, only it's not coming from her corpse, but from everywhere. Gets harder and then easier once you get the second archetype online. Okay, yeah. We're about to... This fight probably gave us the level up to get our second archetype, so... Really easy except the boss fights. I don't know. I like the balance so far, at least compared to like the Pathfinder games. Every man for himself. The sense of alarm is physically drilling through your temples. The fleeing little whispers at the edge of your hearing are sinister and gleeful. All we can do is make it to the starport. We must help these people evacuate. The Emperor himself has entrusted their fate to us. Let's move out. Oh, well, we're not going anywhere until we loot these bodies. I can tell you that. There's much cargo to get. Okay, let's
When the faithful
let's
heresy grows.
not walk into the warp storms.
Fascinating stratagem.
Just as a thought. Oh, Pilot Raquel. Quickly, we have to leave this planet. Wow, the cultist leader didn't have anything good on him. That's a little disappointing. I did loot the leader, yeah, nothing good. I saved him for last. They are only like ragtag cultists, so. Well. Why don't we take the low road?
Uncover my path.
There's part of me that really wants to like
Embrace
go back,
true power.
go back into that secret area, but it's clearly closed off.
Let's seize the opportunity.
All right. I don't think there's anything special. Nope. We got cultists.
My whispers crave entertainment.
Your struggle amuses me.
All of you will bleed!
I mean, I might as well open up with a little warp storm. You know what I mean? All right, there's a handful of them down there as well. Argenta's gonna go first, so I'm probably gonna actually just move her right there and burst fire the two of them. So we'll move Abelard to them that way. Lionard, hello. How are you, dude? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid of a hundos. A clean hundo. Welcome, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just playing a little Rogue Trader. Oh, you're rocking Stronghold. I've been really wanting to check that out. It looks very fun. Very, very fun. We're just playing a little Rogue Trader. We're playing as a heretic, an absolute lunatic noble who has been a lot of fun to play as so far. And we're trying to escape a planet that is, surprise, surprise, full of heresy. The name of the game. So we are just battling our way out of a place right now. Doing the best we can. No kitty cam today. No, cats aren't in here today. We had a little guest appearance from Cindy earlier. They're napping, probably. Let's take that. Go. You gotta love a hail of bolter fire. That cultist leader looks like he's got a sniper rifle. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm on very much fire. We could go down, or we can kind of go across here. Guy's gonna be like just out of range. If I went here, we're ever so close to being able to hit him.
They who discern the future
All right.
on the battlefield.
I'm a little hesitant on this. Given how high the warp is right now, but we might as well. We'll move up our big boy. I don't think I got a shot on really anybody with him. I don't. I tell you what, we're going to do voice of command on Abelard. I'm going to take aim.
Guides me.
I'm going to give him bring it down. Just to get him one good shot on this dweeb. Which he landed. Not exactly for a ton of damage, but it's okay. And I'm going to boost Pascal. With you serve me. I can't wait to play this game. How are you finding it? I'm loving it. Like, I think it's fantastic so far. I have little to no complaints.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Probably can't hit him, but you could if you dashed.
For the throne's glory. I won't do that. More trouble than it's
No,
worth.
you can't. Never mind. No line of sight. I got ahead of myself. All right.
Just a minor setback. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Oh my god, I don't have a shot on him either. He's gonna get to go in a second. If I go here,
It will be done.
that'll give it to me. Miss! My Ayana. How's the difficulty I'm playing on hardest? I'm playing on Daring, which is like just a little up from normal, I guess. Typically because Alcat games are kind of notoriously difficult. It was my reasoning behind it. Act 1 so far has been like pretty easy. The balance is definitely, I would argue, better in this game than it is in like the Pathfinder games. Let us just 16%. That is so bad. This plasma pistol.
Request denied.
Oh, you can't swap mid-combat. Good to know. Burf.
Running binary code.
We'll buff everybody's weapons. And I'll just stack some weakness on this guy then, if this is the case.
Request approved.
He's gonna shoot me, but I can't do anything about it. Other than just avoid it. Why is Abelard not a close combat dude? He is, actually. He just also has a sniper rifle. So when he can't get into range, I have him snipe things.
Rejoice in
It's
battle.
basically the logic.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
All right. 33.
I'll do it.
How is it she has a 50 on a burst fire?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm going to drop it into concentrated fire if that's the case, because it also kills his dodge chance. Oh my god. What are the odds of that? 4 shots at 50 and he dodges all of them? Misses all of them? Not that these guys are providing me with like a lot of trouble, but... Boof.
I know what is to come.
I really just can't hit anybody good. We could pull, yeah, let's do this.
Only you knew what awaits you.
So using her heroic act, she basically has stacked an auto crit onto every single character. And that's really all I'm going to do with you.
Ruin beckons.
We'll put a little voice of command on Argenta to give her another shot. With
will
take aim to get rid of the cover bonus here.
One step closer.
She has 1 bullet left. 95. There we go. Nice. Got a little revel in slaughter. You're good. You're good. You're good. Heinrich, I'll move you here. Which I hope is cover.
But of course, holy terror, smite your enemy.
Oh, I want to AoE them so bad. Could I get in here with Big A? I can't. So he might actually just be better off doing this.
Indeed.
Oh, I was really hoping for the 2 for there. This guy is poisoned, this acolyte cultist.
It will be done.
From the biomancy. So I think he's gonna die. I don't actually know how much damage that does. 6 every turn. Yeah, he's dead. Great. Fantastic. Man, you really can't hit nothing.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Momentum.
This is unacceptable.
Move in, reload. If you got a shot, you can take it. I don't think you do. Can I run and gun you? Here we go. I want to hit this guy in the back. .95% swing and a miss. Doesn't sound like a Corn thing whatsoever. No, sir. No Cornite psychopathy here. No, ma'am. No way. No how. Wouldn't believe it. Glitched. Hello. All right. We can finally light this guy up.
There is movement in the Imperium.
We'll analyze him for a couple extra stacks.
Will do.
I might be able to one-shot him. No dice. All right. You got a shot from there? No. Up.
Purpose guides me.
Oh, I didn't mean to move. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I will do my duty.
Sniper rifle from downtown. Can't really do much there.
Everyone, step aside.
I can't really do much here or here. I basically just need to run over here and put a shot into him.
Advancing.
Let's make sure I do this in the most reasonable way possible.
Running binary override.
Dodge, parry, and armor. Let's go with that, because all I need to do is hit him. I don't need to do bonus damage. 45%. God. Damn it! Rolled an 81.
My vow is to serve.
Second weapon, dismantling attack. The operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat that makes a free attack against a target. That attack always hits.
I am a savant of destruction.
Problem solved.
I'm listening.
He was the leader, so I didn't really want to know what kind of like bad news we were in for if we let him go. Oh, a telepath's staff. Adira, I believe, is also a telepath. Blood for the buck guy. Corn syrup for the margarita lover. Milk for the milk bowls. We haven't seen this staff before, which is exciting. Okay. Loot. 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 And we're out. Let us take a little look at this. Vision of Death. This ability is available in heroic acts. Power level affects the damage of this power. What do it do? Can I see on her character page? No. All right.
Fervor in my soul.
We'll try it out. I like the one that adds auto crits onto everybody. I find it very useful for her. It's like an upgraded exploit.
The world will bow.
But, you know, that one also sounds pretty good, so. It's single target? Okay. Look at the normal page, change weapon set. Yeah, it doesn't like show here, right?
Should I divine our next step?
I can't just click her. Target must pass a willpower test. If the target fails, the target suffers psychic damage, mental damage, plus 30% of the target's current wounds. Oh, it's like a finisher. If the test succeeds, the target instead suffers stave, power level, mental damage. One creature within a 10-cell radius. No save. Interesting. Interesting. Hello there, Vambi Slayer. You slaying lots of Vambies today? I like this. But it doesn't really feed into the way that I've built her so much. I could swap out lightning. It's just that lightning is so useful because I do have ignite and firestorm now.
Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy.
They are coming, one following in the other's footsteps, the aurora of the morning and the aurora of the evening. Hi, Aurora. Is that it? That's all you have to say? Good enough.
I tread a path.
Out of my way, roof. I don't think I'll ever give up the lightning. It's really good. We have like the upgrading lightning staff too, which also has heroic lightning. Which is like, I think it chains to like 6 people. So it's basically use your heroic action to kill half the fight. Find a shuttle. Well, hopefully we find our shuttle. Walked into sniper fire and died before they knew where it was coming from.
Your existence is naught but ashes. Crush them!
Well, I guess I should have seen that coming. Oh, these aren't heretics, they're just rebels. Ow, ow. Meow, 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 meow. 28. What do you have? Eagle Eye. Eye of Oblivion and Enraged Crowd. Ah, they're so packed together. Just ripe for a lightning storm. Heinrichs needs to get close, which is kind of tricky because I don't know how to do that with him right now.
Get me a target.
Where's Abelard?
Let's see to it.
We're gonna make him stonks. He's gonna have to like charge the front lines, so we might as well make him go first. Have to sleep. Force be with you always, and also with you. Ow, that's a lot of guns. My goodness.
Guided
Well,
by faith.
if I move here, I have two options. One is concentrated rapid fire and fire 8 bolter rounds at this pocket. The other is just like rapid fire and then run and gun to get her into cover. I'm gonna rapid fire 8 bolter rounds. Oh god, didn't work quite as I had hoped. Abelard though could get up nice and close.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Oh! Ah, landmines, my arch enemy. We meet again. Ancient enemy landmines.
Indeed.
In every game, I have no choice but to run directly through you. Oh, wow, there goes all of my cover. 25 damage. Goodness gracious. I was gonna put Adira there. And I think I'm still going to. I need to just like make distance right now.
I will.
Let's do this. Let's do this. You don't have a shot on him. That sucks.
Reduced to dust.
But you crit him for big money. I'm gonna actually trigger deflection here. I didn't think he was gonna get shredded so bad. Stay up all night to wake your wife up. Aha. Wondering if there's a sword using lightsaber class thingies in this game? Kind of. There's power weapons, which are... It's not using light, but they kind of like crackle with like electrical psyker energy. This guy's actually got one. So you can see it's like psychic charged. It's kind of the closest thing. Now, Adira. Can't see them from there. Really? How can you not see them? Oh, it's just that your range is seemingly way out.
What is this foreboding?
Damn, Daniel. All right, we're going to analyze him. I'm going to expose him so that he can't dodge. Weird. 10 cell radius, 12 cell radius.
Will do.
All right, well. Ooh, the backdraft killed the guy next to him too. I love to see that. We really need to change up Pascal's weapons. Dude, I don't know what's going on with the vision here. I guess that's all you're doing, Pasky.
won't object to it.
You're just gonna run forward.
Look, over there.
45. Please.
Be gone.
Yes. Good stuff.
Naturally.
High momentum.
And Argenta just needs to take a shot on this guy. 31%. Raging Woe. Contempt. Disarmed. Eagle Eye.
I'll do it.
Do I have enough for that? -10 penalty. Screw it.
Doubt is for the weak.
There we go. I figured the penetration chance was like pretty good there.
Pay attention.
Was my
I
logic.
better myself through my service.
Crippled arm. All right, well, we're on our way back to the void ship, so that's probably not too bad. He's got hit by 2 mines and still didn't die. Abelard is our tank, so Lion the Florist is just an object. Kind of be boring to play as that. A sword using a lightsaber? Oh, like a sentient sword just using a lightsaber? I see what you're saying. I don't know, man. The Wrath of the Righteousness had a character who was just a sentient sword. One of the companions you could get for your party.
I better myself through my service.
He had a fair bit of personality.
See?
Please
Right
don't
there.
let me blow up.
Duty prevails.
That guy ran right over that landmine. So I don't think the
Emperor
computer
favors me today.
is affected by landmines. The shuttle's Promethium tanks have been abandoned and left open. Someone interrupted the fueling sacrament. Procession of cargo servitors was destroyed in gunfire. Not a single one attempted to flee. All right, well.
Embrace true power.
A couple extra sniper rifles at least. What here is goods? I see goods. Can I pick up goods? A plasma gun? Well, okay, never mind. We that's much better than a plasma pistol. 11 by 15, 10 range. I want the flamer on him is what I really want. But I don't really have a choice. Great Technomat never had a chance to activate it. Is my ship here? There are clearly ships there, so that means this door is probably secret treasure.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I would be led to believe. Oh, yeah, it is. We were here before. But there wasn't these goods. Medkits. They don't need medkits. What are they, wounded? I need these medkits.
Will bow.
Sentient Sword in Baldur's Gate 2 as well. Oh, wow. I don't remember that one. All right, we got guards. We got an aristocrat. People down on their knees, sobbing. The stench of Physaline and blood blankets the starport. Echoes of shouts and gunfire drift over the landing pads. The shards of plexiglass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Malgar amid the crowd huddled next to the shuttles. He was the soldier who greeted you upon your arrival. The sergeant's chest is fitted with a sturdy-looking flak vest bearing insignia customary among your troops. One of your enforcers must have given it to Malgar as a gift. A group of bloodied and frightened people is wedged between Malgar, his wardens, and the shuttles. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and the members of his high-ranking entourage. Their expensive attire has been torn in the fight, and many bear wounds left by bayonets. Now, we are a noble. Some of the nobles are paralyzed with fear. Others have succumbed to despair. 2 corpses are lying on the ground with their arms outstretched. Black blood has pooled under one of them. The other's skull has been split open like a nut, encircled by a pinkish crimson halo of bone splinters and bits of brain matter. I think I'm gonna have to play the Chaos Noble option here. How dare you treat highborn officials in such a manner? So since my people aren't highborn, they can't be treated like you, is that it? I'm not letting anyone go. I'll show them what it's like being left for dead. Our esteemed governor and his gang of cronies has been cowering behind us, and now when things got rough, they thought they could scarper and leave us to die. We've shed our blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him, and after all this, you think that's fair, you piece of gruck shite. Malgar's stun baton hits the governor in the chest, causing the adornments on his uniform to jingle in unison. Adira flinches and starts babbling. Don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond when his head explodes. His body falls limp to the side, his remaining eyes staring upwards. The noble screams cannot drown out the sergeant's spiteful whisper. You've said your piece. Madness, punishable by death. We don't have time for this. We need to get to the shuttle now. Ooh, requires dogmatic. This is a very difficult persuasion check. Another in your position could have forgotten that the Emperor protects all of his subjects, but surely not you. It is your duty to help anyone you can. I mean, I'm going to take a skill check, pretty much any chance. I don't know why you stick up for these parasites. They would have helped someone like me, but they don't deserve to die. You're right about that. Not all of them, at least. A dull thud comes from deep within the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the rockcrete, gaining an unpleasant tremor in your bones.
You thought you had killed Aurora, false believers. Tremble, for I am Aurora.
Oh,
I
snap.
am the herald of change. Behold the final dawn, and die!
Oh my god.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
The disgrace of Monarchia will be avenged.
342 HP with 6 deflection and 60% armor. 70 weapon skill and ballistic skill. That is a Chaos Space Marine, Dr. Sean. That is basically an angel who's fallen to chaos, is how they're seen in the Warhammer universe. One Space Marine is like an entire platoon of soldiers in what they can do. VA is strange. What do you expect as a Space Marine? A walking tank? Yeah, pretty much. When being attacked, this creature will unleash their hatred against the last attacker. Chaos Space Marine will attack the target marked as hated by Aurora. I love that Eye of Oblivion is just on everybody now. It's got a heavy bolter. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I want that gun. It's got charge, it's got powerful kick. Combat mastery. Suffers the calm warp effect instead of psychosomatic trauma. Stunned, slowed, or immobilized. Okay. Black Carapace removes all dodge penalties from power armor. And Chaos Corruption. Whenever it's targeted by Perils of the Warp, it gains an extra turn. Damn. You shall beg for hints and I shall politely decline so I can revel in the deaths I faced. I can't wait. This looks like a tough fight. All right, we got a little bit of cover back here and here. There's a good piece of cover right here. Adira works in half cover. Argenta is designed for full cover, which she can actually take there. I didn't even realize that counted. That's amazing. So she gets best benefits from that. Obviously, like Abelard, Heinrichs, and Pascal are my frontliners. So I guess Biggest is going down here. Look at the stats. Yeah. Look at the stats again in despair. All right, I'm a little bit worried about this crowd here. I feel like I'm just going to get, like, burst fired, but... Pascal's got enough movement I could get behind him. But I'd be completely out of cover. We're going to try this. My fear was real. My fear was very real. Oh my God. Sweet Jesus. Okay. What are you affected by here? When the warrior takes damage, they gain 45% dodge.
I won't object to it.
I need to hit this guy with like 39%.
Let's see to it.
Oh my God. They also have like a bunch of rebels on the map here too. Are you insane?
I won't object to it.
Well, I guess we'll endure. I imagine I'm already re-rolling this fight. The voices, they're screaming, wailing, choking. We're up against death itself. Did he almost just kill 3 of your guys in the opening move? Yeah. Penetration. Good use of desperate measures. Oh, yeah, that's right. We also have desperate measures. Okay.
Anything else?
I'm going to start with that.
We'll
Then I'm going to hit you with that. I can't reach any of them. But I would really like to light you on fire. We're going to go here in full cover. And then I'm going to throw a forewarning on Abelard. Unreal. This fight is crazy, dudes. For sure, we're going to have to re-roll this.
I need no guidance.
How come? Are you stunned? He just should have made a free melee attack, and he didn't.
Ruin beckons.
Ah, because he had his pistol equipped, his weapon equipped.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
God damn. Every time I thought, no loss of personnel this round, the sniper takes the head off of someone.
I will do my duty.
God damn, dudes, this is a bonkers fight already. I can't move here in this full cover, can I? I better.
Upon the weak.
I better. It'll give Argenta some good boosts too. It's got so much HP. These guys are all melee fighters, so I'm actually really like not that worried about them. At least until they get a little bit closer. 0 to 4 damage.
As the Emperor commands,
Never mind.
I act. I refuse. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll focus on the ads with her. Nice. All right. At least she's really good at her job. Shame I can't use the best tactic in RPGs and minions. I mean, here's the thing is all of our like dead characters will come back to life. They just need to rest on the voidship afterwards.
Indeed.
There's got to be something I'm
At
missing.
your beck and call. It will be done.
I don't know if it does. Oh, he parried it though. I was like, I don't know if that provokes an attack of opportunity or not, so. A little warp burn for 30. Okay, that's really good.
Zero gives us strength.
Okay, all right. But he's still kicking. Are you still on fire? No. I'd rather light him on fire.
Was that you? Or
Expose his weakness.
will do.
Analyze him. Torch him. Unless I can hit those guys, which I can't.
But of course.
Clearly, Warp Fire seems to do the most amount of damage of anything I have the ability to do. There goes Abelard.
More blood. More suffering.
Okay. All right. So the priority has got to be for Abelard to use the sniper to kill that sniper. There's pretty much no question in that.
I will triumph. Purpose guides me. One step closer.
This is wild. This is a wild fight. Do you have a shot on him? Wow, that's crazy. 75% chance. Wow, it doesn't do a lot of damage though. I was with take aim too. You're 95 on him. Those guys could move in. Okay, it's only with take aim that I had a shot on him, I see. Okay, but that's good to know. I could combo that probably pretty well. Does this really do 0 to 4?
I'll do it.
This is crazy.
Doubt is for the weak.
Use the bolter instead of the M40. I mean, I'm mostly using it. It was the bolter that I hit him, critted for 4 damage on him. Oh, the Warp Worm doesn't do 30. It does 3 and 0. My ship! Okay. You're not meant to kill Aurora. I understand now. You can't reach. I super don't want to leave my good cover here. I can only hit this guy with the ability. Whatever. We'll take it. I might get some backdraft. I do not.
On it.
This guy's just gonna kill everybody, right?
Why did I not?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's just going to like slowly slaughter everyone on my team. And by slowly, I mean very quickly.
Beckons. This is beneath me. I will triumph.
Which means I basically have to use Arge to counter Sniper. Nice. You already have concentrated fire. I'm going to turn on rapid fire for your next turn. And then I'm going to use it. I'm going to reload the M40. And I'm going to open up on these nerds. All right. He is hard, but you can kill him. There goes Adira. That ship cost a fortune. It's so rude. I know. Oh, he's still gonna shoot me. Christ.
Shall become like.
This is Argenta with her like 120% dodge chance. Grenades, obviously, would be very helpful. I think having the melee guys over here might be the way to do this. Or... no, you know what? It's probably come up behind this. Christ, dude. All right, there's no way we got this, but
I need no guidance.
we'll run it down just so I can see if anything else happens in the fight that I would like to know about. That guy is stupid hard to hit.
Emperor commands, I act.
I can't even hit anybody. I got nothing. And I can't even reach that sniper unless it's... oh, maybe I can. No. Unless I have take aim active, I can't reach him.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
All right.
Emperor commands, I act.
It basically feels like unless I have warp damage to do to him, I'm not going to do any damage.
From the ash, martyrdom.
Jesus Christ. My God.
Consequential.
He's a monster. Let's go down swinging, baby.
Purpose guides me.
If we're going down my way. Need the long last, take out the sniper and do so early. Yeah. There's no question about that. Okay. He just looked at the ship really hard and it exploded. And here we go. This will kill me. Yeah, for sure. Oh, no, we missed. An officer without anybody to... A noble officer without anybody to, like, boss around? Really can't do a lot here. And he will clearly not hesitate to just come back down and keep fighting us. All right, we're just going to come into the open.
I stride.
I'm like ready for the reset here.
This is not the end.
Here we go. Felled by chaos. I gave in the M40 as nice. The M40 is really good with rapid fire. Like, I've built Argenta for crowd control, for like burst fire crowd control. So the M40 is actually extremely strong on her. Not getting a shot would help. You need the long last, yeah. You do have a lot of wig to take the brunt of the headshots. This is very true. Let us try that again. I killed 5 enemies with 1 attack. Pentakill. I hope it saved right before that fight. So there's a few things I think we need to do here. First is I think we need to take stock of our grenades. Because I'm realizing we have all these fire grenades, and my lovely pyromancer has the ability to explode people who are on fire. So a fire grenade for her is extremely useful. The big guy, Aurora, cannot be knocked prone. Armor pen, though, will be very valuable on them. Frag grenades. And blindness. Ooh. They either become blind or they become disturbed, which makes them take penalties to psychic damage. I'm wondering if I shouldn't maybe throw out some Medicaid kits in this crowd as well. You have a frag grenade, a blinding grenade, and we'll give you a fire grenade. Right now, the warp and the anti-venom are just like not necessary. What is this? To carry barbed needles. Xeno artifacts cargo. Oh, those probably just have to go in my cargo. The force grenade does not seem particularly useful. I'll keep the plasma gun, because plasma should work really well on a Space Marine. Technically, that chainsword. No, 15 armor pen, maybe not. Let's make sure he's got the right weapon out. Okay. We'll give you a crack grenade. And an extra fire grenade, I think. Force grenades aren't much for me. Can remove Abelard's injury. He has tail roll. Not without going back to the ship. I don't know where this came from, which is confusing. Because it looked like it came from the mines, and the mines shouldn't have done that. That puts him at 10 ballistic score? I see. Haha. So he's not going to be able to hit very well with that long last. Base hit chance is 30 plus ballistic score. All right, so we got a little bit of options there. Fox, hello, dude. How are you? Come on in. We're in an exciting boss battle that we just got stomped. We absolutely just got stomped. How's your satisfactory going? It looks very satisfactory from what I saw earlier. If I may say so, very satisfactory. Everyone's got a headpiece. Oh, you don't. Well, we might as well give you a hat. We might as well give you a hat, but hide it. Okay. Let's try this again. We are fighting our first Chaos Space Marine. And he is tough. He is easily the hardest boss we have fought by 3 times. Kong, hello. Welcome. We just moved to the desert, so we're starting again. Oh, that's exciting. Much nicer starting at MK3 miners, so you don't have to strip down, worry about rebuilds, just clean lines. Nice. Try to get the NPCs to help you fight it. That would be useful. Game just took a difficulty spike with this boss, or has it been ramping into it? It spiked. It spiked. We've been stomping, and then we just got like TPK'd. I'm just gonna ask him for a report this time. Oh, he beats up the governor anyway. It's the exact same thing. So let's go with the persuasion check, which we succeed. And then... yeah, you can't get the NPCs to help. They all get wiped when Aurora shows up.
You have killed Aurora, false believers.
I see.
For I am Aurora. I am the herald.
And the nobles aren't helping.
Behold the final dawn and die.
God, this guy rules.
Is naught but ashes.
Okie dokie pokey. How do I opt to handle this? Just like every option is bad, is how I feel. Pascal's got that plasma rifle. Heinrich's got that high dodge chance, though. I think I'm gonna do that and just see if I can't get Pascal into hiding. He might just get shredded. Aurora might just like kill him right away. God damn. At least we're spread out this time. We are still a bit of a clump down here, but it's the best I can do. Traitor Marine boss. Yeah, yeah. Really cool they treat Space Marines with respect. Yeah. Like the biggest thing we fought a Tzeentch demon and we fought a Chaos spawn, and they both had like 130 something health. This guy's got 342, and he's got Space Marine armor, which like means he takes very little damage. So let's give it a try. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Heinrichs. Oh my God.
See my work, ye glorious masters, and honor its endeavor.
Dude, this is an unbelievable fight. Why can't you throw that grenade there? Is it too far? Oh, you don't have proper line of sight is why. What? She steps back, but then she can't hit any of those guys with that attack either. If I move you there, can I do it? Something screwy. If I move you here, can I throw a grenade? Yeah. So it's just something with my line of sight, probably based around this little spot. Yuck. No, now it works.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the
Weird.
fire in my heart.
It's a little UI glitch.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna be able to ignite all of those with Adira right now. I definitely can't get a shot on the guy in the back. I hate that I have like no idea what the stats on that are. That dude is actually to scale, takes 4 tiles, stands 3 feet over your humans. All right, we gotta reload. We gotta reload it. I can't lose half of my party before they've even had a chance to do a single move. That's crazy. This feels like an Owlcat RPG now. I'll tell you. Now I'm feeling it. Whatever sword I did, that was the 4th sword on Heinrichs. Eats your souls and dreams. All right, I'm gonna point my weapons because he does the same thing no matter what I do. Persuasion check, succeed. Everybody dies.
You thought you had killed Aurora, false believers. Tremble, for I am Aurora. I am the herald of change. Behold the final dawn and die!
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
Death to the false emperor.
Like, Do I do something like this? It doesn't matter if they're in cover. He's just going to turn around and burst fire them anyway, right? Dudes. This is unreal, this fight.
Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
That's both my psychers. They're the only ones who can do consistent damage to him. Jesus Christ. What is this battle? World Bearer is always the biggest of wankers. Yeah, yeah. I got to just figure out like what our opening. I might actually change up the formation before going in here. It might help. What if you two were really in the back with you? I don't think this will, because I think we go into a cinematic mode here. Are you here too early? No, I've literally, this is the final boss of the act, and I've literally done every single thing before going in here. It's on Deering difficulty, which is like the balanced difficulty. All right, well, at least we get to try different things here. Yeah, see, we're totally in the same cluster no matter what we do. This is balanced. Yeah, we're on, it's Deering, but it's like Deering means like everything is just like you take 100%, you deal 100%. The story mode is like you take 75% and deal like 120 or something. Yeah, we literally start this bundle. Ooh. He's got so much movement that I'm like, it feels like no matter where I go, I'm caught out.
Focus.
Single shot.
Focus.
But he's gonna charge me now. Okay.
And honor its endeavor.
That's the best opening we've had by a long shot, so I'm gonna take it. I don't know what my hit chance is here, but I have to take this shot. I'm gonna assume bad was the answer. I saved the opening right away. Yeah. Needs more cheese, like 3 officers would seize the initiative. I mean, part of the problem here is I don't have any momentum also going into this fight, so I don't have like an early burst I can do. I can taunt him.
Indeed. Victory is imminent.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but how? If I move, I get attacked. But if I don't move, I'm for sure dead. Because that sniper goes next, and I am in 0 cover. And I have 0 cover to get into, so I'm pretty much dead no matter what I do. I could hide behind a Dira?
I will triumph.
I probably should use voice command on Abelard. I got 3 points. Let's take aim. Let's
One step closer.
bring it down. Take the Deadeye shot here again. Which actually landed that time. Yup. And then I'm going to move. I have 1 HP. But I'm technically alive. I was technically alive. Something weird is going on with my UI as well. Like, it's not showing hit chances on any of these extra people who are spawning in. Which is causing me a little bit of grief here. Causing me quite a bit of grief, actually, I would argue.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Why? Because Heinrichs is here? Is this what you're trying to tell me? I can't shoot over...
I'll do it.
She is a desperate measure.
The enemies of the Emperor will
But I'll be
be
honest,
undone.
I don't think it's worth using.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's try this. A bolter does 0 damage. Sweet Christ. I have a desperate push. Oh, it automatically triggers Perils of the Warp if I use it, though, on a Psyker. So that's probably not the best idea.
What?
But if I do this, I do massive fire damage to everyone apparently but Aurora. No, 6 damage to Aurora. Okay. Oh, also her desperate push is both allies and enemies suffer crit chances. So noted. Noted, not goated. And I can't reach him with that ability. So
Anything else?
I'm just gonna do that.
Cover me.
Then I'm gonna get into cover. And he's taunted, so I might as well give Abelard some extra dodge. Lavi, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the boss fight from hell. Okay. God, my UI being broken is really killing me here. The plasma weapon does significant damage to him. I got to get closer to be able to actually land it, but We got to get a little bit of cover here. Kerblam. Okay, he's got 5 stacks of exploit. That's also why he'll take so much damage. That guy lived? How did that guy live? Everyone else got exploded just then and he survived somehow. Didn't know this one was an XCOM kind of game. Yeah, it's like XCOM meets Baldur's Gate. I think this may be one way to look at it. This is not going to do anything, will it? Actually, this would be really good. Minus 30 damage. If it works. All right. Let's see. Save, quit the menu, load to fix the UI. Could be worked because of the restarts. Yeah, I'm gonna try that when we inevitably die again right now. So I can't use healing.
I need a foothold.
Let's go here. I'm also gonna cast Iron Arm on Abelard because he's about to tank a big one. +2 resolve until the end of combat would actually be kind of nice.
For the throne's glory.
Because it'll build up our momentum faster, and then I'm going to endure just to save tank. Oh, Abels. Kick for 2. Oh my god. All right. This works, though.
At your beck and call.
If I can keep him taunted into melee combat with Abelard, I can probably keep Abelard alive through shenanigans. Haha. Problem. I need Abelard to deadshot the sniper. Who's gonna just try to kill all my other party members if I don't do something? Oh, she's got a shot. Nice. Okay. Sounds interesting. XCOM was too much rage bait for me, but I did enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. This game has been pretty... It's made by the same people who make the Pathfinder games. So it's tough. But it's so far pretty good. Yeah, see, like, this is through cover, I think.
Doubt is for the weak.
But I kind of got to kill him.
Eradicated.
All right. You can't do much else. He is still on fire.
On it.
Psychic Scream does potentially a lot of damage here with 12 stacks of exploit. I actually think that this is maybe the key to beating him, is stacking exploit. Probably triggering consign to guarantee the crit. And then Psychic Screaming him for mass damage.
Anything else?
I mean, that's by far the best damage we've seen.
Will do.
Glorious masters.
Oh my god, he does so much. Oh god. I was like, where did he get this turn from? And then I remembered he's got Chaos Corruption. So if he gets hit by Perils of the Warp, he just gets a free turn. sucks. Chaos Gate, another 40k game that removes the whole percentage of mischance. Yes, Chaos Gate's really good, like really exceptionally good. It was probably my game of the year last year. Do you need to know much about 40k? Not really. This game's pretty good at like teaching you the lore as you go on. And I think Chaos Gate, you can kind of just like run amok and enjoy it. I can't get a shot on this sniper to save my life. Which is really bad. Because his likelihood of hitting me is very high. $33, $13, $18, $22, $30. I'll take the $22, $30. Even if it means we overheat. Oh, that's right. If I don't use joint analysis, also, him and Adira are the only ones who can trigger that exploit.
I won't object to it.
You're going to heal him. He's already got Iron Arm. Siphon Life would work. And if I do that and overheal, it would heal Abelard. But we just went into Veil Degradation as well, so we have a couple of issues. Oh, you're not taunted anymore. Or you just cinematically get that event no matter what? You are taunted. You just cinematically get that event no matter what. Dude, I'm getting rocked behind full cover here.
Back and call.
Did I kill him? 12 damage. Let's heal with the medikit. This is a mess. I'd be here for the oversized pauldrons. Oh, the aesthetic is so good. It's one of my favorites. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oof. All right, Urge. That's a pretty good deal.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's auto gun it though. So I can hit this guy in front of me and then all four of these guys back here. 14 shot burst fire. Four kills, one round? Can I complain? No, ma'am. You're not on fire, are you? No. Oh, if you were, though. He is just out of range. And I'm scared to move Adira up because she will lose all of her cover. But I ain't sure I got a choice in the matter. She can't see anybody here. She gets good benefits from half cover as well, so. Oh, that's still out of range. God dang. This is leading me to believe I can throw a grenade that far.
Was that you? Or
All right, we got to fix the UI. I can't approach now. I am in a very bad position where I can't move forward.
but of course. Will do.
Oh, Pasky.
Should have foretold that.
Oh, Pasky, baby. What am I gonna do? We might have to do a little loot and scoot. I don't know if this is cover. I'm hoping it is. This has been a good one to learn from. Yeah, sound, weight, animation, and Chaos Gate was insanely well done. Every single step from dudes in Terminator armor feel like they're causing trebles. Yes, yes. Yeah, I didn't get to play the DLCs, which it seemed like they were less favorably received, but the base game, at least for Chaos Gate, was like, I couldn't believe how good it was. I started playing it and I was like, oh, I'm finishing this whole game on stream no matter what. Like, I'm having the time of my life.
I'll put my psychic abilities to
Started again, I had problems with the UI earlier as well, yeah. Is this cover? I don't think so.
I won't object to it.
So I better use Endure. I could take a really bad shot at him, but I think I'm gonna just do that. All right. Shot him, shot me. That feels like a good trade. I think the best thing to do with Abelard is just keep dead-shotting him. Which I hate, but cocky clamor. Whew. A spicy dodge. You can't fire a gun in melee range. So it looks like we're taking an attack of opportunity here, probably. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I see. I see it. Oh man, these are terrible shots. Oh my god. If I shoot this guy, it's gonna blast Heinrich. God damn.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'm gonna do a concentrated auto gun. Just terrible, but got one. Have to take it. Okay, so this fire does go out after a while. That's good to know. That rebel gunner's next. Then it's Heinrichs. Heinrichs is probably going to kill this guy. So I'm going to make a big dumb right now. I'm going to move Adira up into burst fire range. I could nuke that gunner. He goes next. Psychic Scream and Ignite both do the same amount. Stack exploits. Kill him. I gotta risk perils right now. I don't really have a choice.
On it.
So I am not in cover here. I got two options. I could move in, attack, and then dash into cover. And I think that's probably my best play.
Everyone, step aside.
Is that cover?
No.
That is.
Let's see to it.
Oh no, stay away, stay away.
I'll channel my pain into anger.
Jesus, mother of mercy. Oh my God, this fight is crazy. Oh my God, dude. All right, we gotta figure it. I think I gotta put the sniper rifle on Pascal. It does mean I don't get the plasma damage. Unless I could give Pascal the sniper rifle in his hands and the plasma gun on his shoulder. Dreadnought stuff super fun to use. Haven't tried any of the stuff with the latest release. I got Dread weirdly late. I see. No heals. I've already used my heal kit with Abelard. I've been getting really lucky on not getting killed by that sniper, but not so lucky on the fact that they're just pummeling me. 6 to 10, 44. I really feel like this bolter is not doing much in the way of damage.
I'll do it.
Gross.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I gotta get out of burst fire range. All right. That's better.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Adira. If you don't move, you have best cover. How does this work? If the operative hits a target, that attack deals 5 times perception bonus more damage. Damage is increased by 10% for each exploit on the target. I see. So it doesn't really matter how many of them I have stacked up. 1320. Yeah, it's still better to scream him. That's it. Pascal and Adira stacking exploits can kill him. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but we're going to get a little more psychic phenomenon here. He's going to blow up a ship. That's a good use of his turn. Rough without our noble officer buffing Aurora. We don't buff Aurora, do we? Whew. You're still in full cover, so I'm going to keep you in it. This should be like a 95% chance. Yes! Okay, the sniper is finally dead. Now. You have blinding and you have crack.
I'll do it.
I'm going to reload.
As the Emperor
And then I'm going to burst fire these dweebs. That was terrible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. Amazing. They all lit themselves on fire. Oh my god, they're just out of range. What choice do I have, really?
Anything is. What an unfortunate turn of
It's just like, please don't summon a warp demon. Please don't summon a warp demon.
on it.
I'm gonna expose weakness on him. He's a 51 HP commander. I did not realize that. My cover. Yes. Good dodge. Good dodge. Oh my god. Does he have it?
I will do my duty.
Abelard, it's coming out swinging. $14 for 22. %25 armor pen, 10 damage, plus 10 damage. It's not going to be enough. Maybe, though, with the armor pen. How much armor does this guy have? 3%? Never mind, it won't be enough. It is more important
Victory is
that I endure. And I guess I'm taunting, because frankly, why not? He's on fire. Oh, the attack of opportunity, so good. Poor Abelard, though, is way out in the open. And the UI broke. Did it? For some reason, it seems to think it's Biggus's turn. There we go. No, we got it. We got it. We're okay. I'm going to move here, which I know is not cover, but I'm going to run and gun into cover.
and escape the Emperor's. Do it.
One, two. Why not? It's got the armor pen at least. All right, Argenta, good luck. I probably should have used a heal on you. I'm just realizing. You don't have view of him if you go there. If you go here, is he still in range? He is. So we're going to move Adira back. I'm going to analyze. And I'm going to hit him with another Psychic Scream. He's only got 8 stacks on him right now. I think it's still the play. 55 damage. That was pretty good. Does anybody not have dodge? I don't.
Anything else?
Argenta is weaker though. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Is he like out of bolter ammo or something? I would do a save. That's not a bad idea. We're pretty close to killing him. Charge for 1, slash for 1, endure for 1, taunt for 1. Parry. 23%. That's 2. I need to endure and taunt him. So we'll just try for the chainsword. Urge.
Guided by faith.
Boy, that does so little damage. Ah, you could use the blinding grenade though.
For the weak.
Okay. Kind of looks like a double
The Emperor commands.
fired there.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'm not sure what happened. I have no stacks of exploit,
Will do.
so I'm gonna warp burn him
But of course.
and then start stacking. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do anything else. Actually, I'm gonna expose him.
On it.
It drops his parry and his armor, so. Part of me was expecting to come back and see you were not supposed to beat this boss. Oh yeah, you clearly are. He was taunted. Good gravy. 21 with the chainsword though.
It will be done.
I'm gonna taunt him again, even though I'm not really sure what it's doing. He is not affected by it. What is he got right now? Disarmed. Interesting. He's also disturbed, so he did get disturbed from the gas grenade. Permanent Warpborn. Permanent poison damage. Oh, I guess he just passed the test on the taunt, maybe. Alright.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak.
Could I burst fire him? Not without hitting everybody
The
else.
Emperor commands, I act.
That's tricky. Oh.
Anything else?
So if I use a psychic power, he gets an attack of opportunity. We discovered that in an earlier fight. But if I move, he also for sure gets an attack of opportunity. Oh, we actually got a free turn. I must have triggered Perils of the Warp. Critical hit, trauma, broken ribs. No, actually, I don't know what caused that just then.
At your beck and call.
Parry. I have a lot of damage left to do to him here.
At your beck and call.
Urge. $58 if I go that way. He's gonna run me down no matter what I do here.
The enemies of the Emperor will be
So he can't charge me if I'm this close. And at least it gives me a 78 burst fire with 8 shots.
faith without deeds is worthless.
Yes! The traitor has fallen while we still live. Oh my god. First off, get me back in formation.
I tread a path
Second off,
unexplored.
save. I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna actually save. And then we're gonna reload the game from the main menu to try and get our UI back properly. So proud of you. It only took us, what, 4 tries? 5 tries? That wasn't too bad. Dude's leg fall off like he was push fit mini. I hope he's got cool gear. He's got a heavy bolter. He's also got a gem of dark vitality, so that's 2 of those. A life-draining sword. The target must pass a toughness test. On failure, the target suffers bleeding, and veil degradation is increased by 1. If you're a heretic, the wielder restores wounds equal to 25% of the damage dealt to the bleeding target. And skirmisher boots. Also, we just got our prestige classes. Do, do, do. So we decided for Big Turg that I think we were going to go Master Tactician. Grand Strategist is all about like laying down sections of the battlefield that you move into. But Master Tactician is about buffing very specific people based on your fellowship bonus. which is kind of what Turg is. He's a fellowship officer. 1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum gained by him or their allies. Begins combat with the amounts equal to their fell bonus, so 6. Empowers their next attack to deal 4% extra damage for every stack of advantage the master tactician has, and loses half of their stack rounded up. This also puts him a bit more on the front line, I think. He's get Orchestrated Firestorm, which is like every ally makes an attack. +1 AP. What's his other ability? I think that's it. Last Volley. Oh, it's a desperate measure / heroic act is what that is. Yeah, and this guy gets combat tactics. It's his whole thing. So he can make a front line, back line, rear line, which get various abilities. But it's also like an int based. Grand Strategist, I think, is more int based. Master Tactician is more like front line, fellowship based, which is what our dude is. Like, he's high on toughness. Let's go through the people that we know to start. Abelard's going Vanguard. He's our tank. So he gets Unyielding Beacon. Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack. Each stack increases resolve by 1 up to a maximum of 15. And all allies next to him in 2 cells gain a 5th of it. Temp wounds applied to the Vanguard now stack, but only remain stacked until the end of the Vanguard's turn. Temp wounds are reduced by the largest amount granted, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so we can really stack, like, temporary HP on him. She's probably becoming an arch militant, which just, like, lets her use every weapon. +5 weapon skill for every stack of versatility. For every time they use a different type of attack. Critical hit. I feel like Bounty Hunter is for like single target. They gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat, depending on how their difficulty is. And you get Wild Hunt. Yeah, I think we're going to make her an arch militant. That feels right. I think Heinrichs is going to go assassin, because the idea is that he can weave in and out of combat really easy. Whenever the assassin hits an opening, they deal an additional 10% of their max wounds. The opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Openings for each enemy that were not hit by the assassin are moved to random sides. Yeah, this is definitely very good for him. So I could make you maybe a bounty hunter, and then Pascal could be a grand strategist. This is like int based, right? The highest int bonus and fellowship bonus of all grand strategists is used. Willpower, int, perception, weapon skill, ballistic skill, agility, perception. No, you're really bad as a bounty hunter. So he's going to become a grand strategist then. I didn't actually anticipate that happening. And we'll go bounty hunter with you. Oh yeah. Amazing. No way you'd have hit prestige before this fight, as you've done all missions. Guessing you've made it so hard to earn these bonuses from this kill. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely meant to be like, here you are completing like the end of Act 1. And you're rewarded with the prestige classes. That makes sense to me, at least. God, we took so many wounds. Better believe I'm getting that Rebel Gunner's gun. Rebel Sniper Rifle. And a mesh vest. Which I don't think we need anymore. This is a new snipe, though. Is it better than the long last? Yeah. It's different. Long last is definitely easier to hit on. I think that's okay. I am not sure about this plasma gun when I really want him to have this flamer. But also he's the only one that can use that. All right. Before we take a shuttle, I just want to peek up here in case there's loot. Grand viaduct for receiving esteemed guest. Well,
The world will bow.
this was my ship, right? Your shuttle has been burned and will never fly again. The pilot's charred body is stiff, hands still clutching the lever. But the shuttle is still alive. So let's get the hell off of this cesspool. Oh my god, and we're probably going right into void combat. I'm just realizing. Eek. Because there's like a fleet of Drukhari ships. Well, well, well. Thanks to the Emperor, you're alive. We're most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. Before anything else, I'll hear an account of what happened to the sun. We saw a number of ships approach, black creations of inhuman make, amalgam of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star, and my apologies, I struggled to find words that can describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Drukhari. As if we didn't have enough trouble on our hands already. The Xenos, enemies of humanity? A breed of the Eldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ship matches the description provided. Like all Xenos, the Drukhari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. And many of those creations are capable of things that seem akin to sorcery to the unlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they're capable of. I mean, is there any chance we could recover the star? Are you proposing we ask for it back? No, Rogue Trader. The sun is lost. We must accept that as fact and deal with the consequences. It calls for immediate action. We can continue this conversation later, but right now, I believe you should assume command. All right, what's the situation on board? Nav Sanctum's no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engine steers. Without it, we cannot perform a warp jump. It may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for prayer. If the Omnisaya grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. Why didn't you send a shuttle to me? We're unable to receive your request for evacuation. The Vox link was overrun with vile interference, blasphemous hymns. Any who listened to the interference for a protected period lost their sanity. Each one of them waited in vain. All right, what's happening to the planet? Other manifestations of the archenemy's power at various locations based on fragments picked up by the Vox. There's practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. All right, exterminatus. I fear that Rykad Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. However, there's still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy and who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we have shuttles salvaged from the starport. The dark eyes of the Sister of Battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving these people who look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the holy relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electro priests who guard it. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we're putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of it. The Von Valancius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and lamentable as it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death, the finale of the Cult of Dawn's final plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had surrendered to the servants of the archenemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down to those who promised them salvation, and they're willingly giving their lives over to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Wouldn't mind a cool fusion reactor? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat a safe distance and conduct targeted bombing of the monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. We save millions from a fate far worse than death, and we save Rykat Minoris from becoming an outpost of the arch enemy. I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple that you can see from orbit. With every moment we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking. We got to get out of here. Something lurking in the depths of your consciousness bristles at the passing thought of saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away, as if you were planning to steal the prey of a mighty predator. The planet is already wrapped in a thread stretching out from the warp. It deserves to have a new master. None of these options are save the tech priests. Why can we not at least evacuate some of the people? For the simple reason the transformation process will soon become irreversible and our sole weapon against it useless. The energy released by this bombardment could stoke the warp energies. I've never witnessed the aftermath of bombing a demon world before, but there's enough evidence that such attempts to say with confidence you don't want to see it. I'm really scared of picking option 1 here, that it will set me into evacuation. I want it to be a demon world. I'm fine with that. We'll try which. The nobles you rescued at the starport have given coordinates of shelters where they find surviving aristocrats and their family. The Sergeant Malgar's troops will help control the crowd of frightened commoners and prevent the shuttles from being overloaded. Thanks to you, we've salvaged many shuttles from the starport we can now use. The miraculous fusion reactor should be saved. Is my idea. I think so. Yay, fusion reactor. Take off, nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. We're pretty pro-chaos, secretly. So, I don't like the idea of there being something that could nuke the planet. I like the idea of looting a fusion reactor from the planet. And the tech priests won't be corrupted as well. The other half is like, I am a noble. And saving nobles might open up some options for me. I might only have this option because I'm noble. I think I'm going to take the fusion reactor, though. Any delay caused by loading and transporting to the ship will cost us precious time. Do not deceive yourself, Big Turk. If you indulge your vanity, you will doom billions. Okay. It's iconoclast. It's not ideal. I should have probably went with the nobles, but whatever you're going to do. Ivor Black, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Do not forget yourself, interrogator. One more objection from you, and I shall forget all about the need to deliver to you to Footfall alive. You detect a flicker of something beneath his sanguine mask. Whatever it may be, it does not seep into his voice. In that case, I consider it necessary to point out the mark of the arch enemy could infiltrate the ship with the priests escorting the reactor. Keep that in mind. Consider it done. It's likely our shuttles will have the capacity to evacuate people as well. Oh, well, let's get some nobles. I got both. Oh, that's amazing. Hell yeah. Don't save any of the people. Just save the nobles and the expensive fusion reactor. Leave the rest to fall to chaos. The bridge is in upheaval. The technomats' prayers mixed in senseless cacophony while servitors work hastily to remove a hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the midst of all this tumult stands Pascal, with a data slate clutched in his hands, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. I don't need to know what's going on here. Magos, if you do not bring the situation under control, we will all perish. Act swiftly. You are right. This is my temple. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. That was the right answer. The mayhem immediately subsues and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah's servants start working in sync with the binaric clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done. I don't mind praising them when they're doing their work. Pascal, poring over a data slate in his hands, extends a mechadendrite towards you. Please take your place at the coadjutator. First, what are we doing? I studied the data and discovered a machine node that was damaged. The functioning of the warp sextant was tampered with the ship's spirit, aggravated by the violation of the right of operation, and now rejecting our calculation. I sought a way to rectify this error and have concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. I don't know why I asked him to explain, like I had to understand anything that he says. The spirit should recognize the ship's master and submit to his will. All right. Huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the green background make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind, the typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see a mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as the gate to the warrant chamber. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the instrumentations for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Senior technomats recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with the campanological protocol. Omnissiah rejoice. I must inform you that for the purposes of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating of its datasmith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch, the volume of aggregate calculations could result in destruction of the data crypts. We don't have 100 hours at our disposal. We must omit this procedure, a minor deviation, for the sake of appeasing the spirit. Can't you do this without me? I'm no servant of the Omnissiah after all. I'll just say, what can I do? Place your hand inside the throat of the Guardian, which has been assigned to guard the data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. It will offer our prayers that we may bypass this protocol and launch the warp sextant. I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies. All right. The jaws clamp down on your hand, breaking the delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. The image on the vid screen before you changes. Act. By my authority, I revoke the involatile protocol of the warp engine. Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit so that it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the coadjutator's slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy censer's foul-smelling clouds of smoke and from the loss of blood that the cyber gargoyle continues to drink from you. and the world swims before your eyes. Let the mechanism awaken in renewed purity. He enters a sequence of command and raises his head, suddenly stops dead, and says no. His fingers fly over the command runes, entering command after command. His mechadendrites clicking their pincers pull at lever after lever. The vid screen fills with strings of symbols completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Megas. Say nothing and do not interfere. After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the coadjutator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flame and gives off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the servants break off from their prayers and some burst into frantic pleading. The massive errors in the warp sextants calculations are destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We're trapped. Perhaps an alternate Ryzan protocol or an emergency launch at auxiliary cords. He bends over, but something in his pose and movements reveals his desperation. While the vid screens are filled with more and more strings, the monitor in front of you blinks and its static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed to notice. Read the information on the vid screen. Stab true, stab false. Stat check init. Perturb regular, disturbed regular. Query. Query, what query? The servant creaks quietly in its joints, a sound that is drowned out by the hymns and tapping of command runes. Injury, rescue, query. Rescue? Yes. Machine spirit, this is Lord Captain of the vessel. Obey me and start the word. Useless pile of scrap. The rogue trader commands you. Rid us of your malady and submit to my will. I mean, this is the heretical option. The most heretical option. For sure. We need to make ourselves seem like a god on our ship. That's like one of our goals. Your lordship, addressing a machine spirit in such a brusque manner is categorically unacceptable, even in critical situations. His next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screens begin to stabilize. The strings frantically gallop across the green background and are replaced with stable images of regular status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. Warp sextant activated. Data stream stabilizing. 0 data errors found. The warp engine is ready for translation. I'm also reporting evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and in defiance of deactivation. A miracle! This is what a god has to do. Lord Captain Ravnor here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given. I just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and raring to go. I'm not going to ask what happened. The Lord Captain speaking. I give the order to commence translation to warp. Waiting for you to ascend to the throne. May the Lord Emperor protect us all. Oh, that's the star. That's so cool. It's like they pulled it into the webway. So much screaming and smoke. That's the planet becoming a demon world. Oh. Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe you're right. Cutscene.
The Von Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the voidship plunged deeper into the Koronus Expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius.
I don't know what's up with the captions on cutscenes. They haven't
Having
ever
paid
worked.
their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Yeet her into space, right to that demon world. I want Demon Theodora. Cassia's missing. Oh, I guess she's working. Allow me to report our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Orsilio informs me we've reached the point where we can translate to real space into Forbundus, where Footfall is. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin the process. Home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Koronus Expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the wounds at dock. The prayers and rituals will take time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate, Dargonus, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. This isn't Train or War Tales. No, we went to Rogue Trader today. War Tales is until Thursday. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Imperium. The Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the Rogue Trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. Apparently, the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible. Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronius Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in talking to you as well. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, Biggest Turg. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Young Evane Winterscale has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. He swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the Rogue Trader that during a comprehensive system inspection raid, this unit discovered data clusters within the Captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Biggest Turg von Valancius has been added to the access list and identified as Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the Captain's quadritator provided he possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in Pascal's voice. You're leaving us, Heinrichs? My bay? The arrangement between the Inquisitor and your predecessor was I was to be transported to Footfall and no further. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience anymore. You're a skilled fighter. I could use people like you. What do you say we extend your stay? I do like Heinrichs, and I do want to corrupt them. I also like being rude to people, though. My benevolence and patience were both about to run out. No, we'll make him the kind offer. I must decline. I'm afraid my duty to the Golden Throne becomes for everything else. Argenta, who is this guy, this clergyman? The head of the Drusian mission on Football, one of the most prominent clergymen of the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant to the Emperor. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora. I need his blessing to accompany the new Rogue Trader. If you wish to have me aboard your voice ship, I request that we meet with him. All right. Forbundus is valuable due to its close proximity to the Maw, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known for Footfall, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by an AdMech station. Altar Temptum Calexis Extension 17. I had the honor of tending to the shrine for a few thousand cycles. I suggest you abstain from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations. Well, what do we need to know about Football? Biggest turd and his sidekick in contented of buttocks. It's the largest port trading capital of the Koronus Expanse, a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair the void ship, and it boasts the communication access, the astropathic choir. Not to mention pirate hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. In the Expanse, the Imperium relies on this as its outpost. The fringes of humanity's domain barely resemble its central worlds, but so long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered a citadel of the Imperium. but I've heard that the tithes it sends are underwhelming. It's developed its own rules and customs. Many of the goods that can be procured there would be considered heresy in the heart of the Imperium. Go on. Enough to warrant summary execution. But it's the domain of rogue traders who transcend imperial laws by virtue of the warrant. What do you know about the liege? Vladim Tokera, a peculiar young man. Considering your upcoming baptism, conversation, a baptism of fire in Footfall's political arena. He's the appointee of the Casablanca mission, the largest robber baron crime syndicate. They specialize in the cold trade, buying and selling Xenos stuff. Previously run by a liege who did business with several criminal factions but suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked up by Tokera, whose appointment benefits the Casablanca, but also the Winter Scale rogue traders. He's a slippery yet cautious fellow. Doesn't beat around the bush, doesn't play mind games. He is no fool. Fools do not rise this high in Casablancan hierarchy. Keep this in mind, you're a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen cases where the barons have crossed swords with rogue traders and emerged victorious. Do not forget that and remain vigilant. Vile tech thieves. And why does he want to see us? Not you. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader of Von Valancius. Tokera does not know about Lady Theodora's death and is simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. Something must be very wrong on Football if our astropath managed to read such strong emotion. All right, it's a brief stop, so what's next? As soon as we solve the issues plaguing the ship and establish contact, the time will come for Magne Ascensio, the official ceremony of donning the mantle of rogue trader. Mostly a formality, as you're possessing all the privileges granted by the warrant, and yet a major milestone in your personal history. The moment your name graces the lists of the Von Valancius dynasty, we're all looking forward to that day. Let's head into real space. All sorts of heresy? I hope so. The massive ship appears to change with every word. The bridge is set into motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift to real space. One more thing. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokera will be informed. It is required so we can use his dock. And besides, he's expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. But there is the matter of announcing your arrival. You can arrive on the station with proper pomp and ceremony or choose to visit it incognito. How will this benefit me? Rogue traders enjoy special privileges that exceed those powers of the liege. They may choose not to exercise them. Arriving incognito will give you more room to maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene in local affairs. Every rogue trader arriving at the station has a right to veto any of the liege's decisions. But there is a catch. The Koronus Expanse is home to several influential dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. It doesn't prevent certain persons, namely Winter Scale, from subtly pulling at the strings in Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing at Parade, the other dynasties may see this gesture as a newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. Well, the Winter Scales owe me, big time. I don't see that as a bad thing. Old Man Winter Scale may take slight offense. Traitor will be put on her guard, but you've risen to prominence and most people in the Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valancius soars as high as ever. Heinrich says, recommend arriving incognito. Plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and burden of power. Right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. Your arrival will not draw much attention and the people will treat you personal and not the almighty sovereign. I will arrive officially as the rogue trader. And I will have Abelard introduce me in every conversation. The magical trade warrant. Oh, I'll tell you all about it.
The game loves its stings.
It does love its stings. It's got some big strings. Big stings and strings. The magical trade warrant is basically this giant document that says, as a rogue trader, I am allowed to do whatever I want. Like, no rules apply to me. All the rules of the Imperium do not apply to me. The only people who go above us are the Inquisition and the Emperor himself. That seems to be it as far as I'm aware. Basically, rogue traders are dealt with like going out into the edges of space, the fringes of space, where like humanity, the Imperium has not really expanded yet. And they have to be able to do things like deal with Xenos species and maybe make questionable decisions. So the things that would like be immediately executed for in the Imperium, we're allowed to do. And we're kind of allowed to do whatever we want because we're like going out and colonizing and expanding the influence of the Imperium. So that's it in a nutshell. Boom. I am sure there are loads of people on my ship I would love to talk to. But I do have to check out the house. Oh, this is a lot less blood on it than normal. Goods. Ah, yeah. I got a free, there's like a free DLC right now that you can get. +1 resolve whenever you kill an enemy. And the Von Valancia's cloak. If the wearer is at full wounds, they gain +5 to all characteristics. Okay, I really like the look of this skull mask. Oh, that rules. Oh, I can change my color scheme. I never even noticed this button before. Are we a servant of Khorne? I feel like I'm a servant of Tzeentch. The purple's also a nice look. +1 resolve whenever they kill an enemy. Hell yes. This is what our Psyker looks like now. Commander cloak. That's drip. That's dripping hard, man. But I have to use the officer cloak. 15 armor against warp damage. I could give that to her. I actually really like this look. She's vibing right now. The Imperium actually doesn't have principles, and the Emperor of the Golden Toilet is but a scam. Yeah. The Rot King Emperor, as we prefer to call him.
That is foolishness.
That's what we call him around these parts. Gain 2 MP. I'll let you take that. And I think we're good. Yeah. 5% armor. +1. No, I'll take that 5% armor. Here, you can have that. You can have that and that. Adira, you can take the other gem of Dark Vitality, which is amazing. +4 max wounds and heals if Veil Degradation goes really high. I am happy with this. Oh yeah, and we have this corrupted Inferno pistol. Oh, it's a Melta pistol. And increases coercion by 10%. And doesn't require weapon proficiency to be wielded. Why am I not using this? Are you kidding me right now?
I reject the very idea.
I have to get a couple more points in heresy. I have to be level 2 heresy to use it. I understand now. A melta weapon without melta proficiency rules. Its range of fire sucks though. But it does a ton of damage. What are you got? Dodge reduction in melee area. Attack. That's good for you, yeah. Alright. I'm a little confused about the thing that Pascal told me about. I thought there would be something in here for me to click. But I am seeing that I am wrong. But I'm glad we came in here anyway to get that new drip for Adira. OP DLC item. It's like free DLC. It's just like a alternative outfit they gave. Bang. Bang. Save. Koronus map. Les Boogie. Oh, the pistol. The pistol we found in the closet. When we found it like in the Von Valancian closet when we snuck in like the first act. Is there a Zinch artifact in the credits? Oh, maybe. Lord Captain, I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us. Judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a tale of micro batteries, they're not here for a chin wag, ready to issue orders to prepare battle. Where do they come from? The rubbish of Forbundance. I'm not talking about those wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remnants of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse. It's all bunches together and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships. Could this be Conrad? It's possible. He could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship. All right, let's get ready for void combat. Our first void combat. We haven't played the void combat for this in over a year when the game first came into alpha, and I know that they've done a bunch of changes. Couple of Corbra class. You've engaged the enemy in space battle. Battles in space and the surface of the planet work differently from one another. In space combat, the battlefield is separated into 3 zones marked by various degrees: acceleration zone, mid-movement zone, and end movement zone. Ships travel at high speeds, which is why both your ship and those of your enemies must move a certain distance each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed the minimum required distance. Click left mouse button on the battlefield. Once you do so, you'll see a hologram of the ship that will allow you to evaluate the efficiency of future attacks. Click again to confirm, or right click to say no. Oh yeah, so medium, high, low, okay. Why am I not the supreme commander on my own ship? I know I was. Voidship Ram. A Mazoa lance weapon. Torpedo tubes. Macro battery. Macro cannons. Macro battery.
Charter course.
Can I keep moving? I wonder after. Your ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons which differ in terms of range and yada yada yada. Can attack with each of its weapons once per turn. They can be fired as the ship moves, as attacking does not end the ship's movement. That answers that question. Each of the ship's weapons has a separate attack panel. You could click, etc., etc. Select an attack button to attack. Maneuver your ship. Okay. 14 damage per shot. These torpedoes can move and attack starting from the next round. All right, let's just lance this dude.
Send them into the cold void.
Miss! Some ships are protected by shields. You must first pierce their shield. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's side. 1 to protect its bow, 1 its stern. Choose your angle of attack wisely. Your enemy shields recover each round. The ship's shields do not recover at the start of the next turn. They can be restored by using restart shields, which slows the ship down.
Let destruction pour forth.
All right, well, I can turn and hit it with another macro battery.
Unleash torment.
Why don't we do that? Torpedoes appear next turn in the priority order. Once your turn begins, you'll be able to direct them. They can pass through the space occupied by your flagship without damaging it. As soon as they reach a cell adjacent to an enemy, they explode. Enemy ships can attack your torpedoes. 1 place shot destroys 1 torpedo in a salvo.
Macro cannons, annihilate them.
All right.
Steer us to our target.
And then I guess let's keep cruising. My shields! Ow. That dude's just like, I am out here. Oh, wow, okay. I guess we should have fired those earlier. Huh. It's kind of hard to turn around. I guess I got a fat ship compared to these little guys. So is that trying to say I don't have shields? I have 8 shields. 2. Grumble, grumble.
Chart a course.
Homie is proven difficult to get close to.
Send their souls to the void.
He probably can't get open on that side, so I don't think I'm going to restart my shields. I want to catch up on them. Oh. So because we have a master cannoneer, gives control of the nearest torpedo salvo, only works on torpedoes that were launched on another turn. Kerbam. Oh, and this guy is gonna like try to run me down. Oh, that's perfect. Actually, plasma torpedo. Kerbam.
All clear. Congratulations, Lord Captain.
That could have went better. Enemy attacks can penetrate your shield and damage your hull. This remains after the battle is over and must be repaired. Open the voidship management screen and make repairs to your ship. Use scrap to restore its hull. I mean, we're parking at like a repair dock right now. But I guess we also seem to have a lot of scraps, so. Yeah, why wasn't I shown there under Supreme Commander? That's weird. She has torpedo control. You get shield pulse. Spin around. Master of Etherics. Oh, they both have different abilities here. Flagship next shot gets 2 extra range. And she gets Augur scans an enemy ship. All damage is dealt increased by 30%. Only 1 weak point can be highlighted at a time. Aha, okay, so they actually do have different abilities. Flows of the Imperium cause the enemy ship to immediately turn 45 or 90 degrees, depending on the ship's maneuverability. If the enemy ship has suffered hull damage, this abrupt turn deals massive damage equal to their missing hull. And this allows us to make warp jumps. I'm okay with that. Warp jumps and like running people down. Torpedo control, swing run. And those, I guess, are our level ups. All right. Let's cruise on into town. We got a dead world with nothing on it. We have the AdMech port. The station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of the sanctuary have no desire to communicate with the laity and are refusing access to guests on the basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus' privilege of involatility. Oh, okay. So I guess pretty much we're just heading straight to Footfall. Flagship Drusus' blessing with an escort dead ahead, requesting Vox channel. Chartist Captain Arthurius Thorfast. I'm honored to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valancius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Astartes Thorfast, a bearer of a free charter of merchant fleet. What's your squad doing over here? We develop supply routes for the Chartists. My ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of Imperium. We don't have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contacts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those interested in specialized goods. I'd like to know more about the merchant fleet. The Expanse is fleets of different organizations and flotillas of merchant ships. Uninterrupted communication between worlds is a matter of life and death. Even in this dark corner of the Imperium, there are Chartists and ships assigned to the various Adeptus. The Expanse is next to no stable trade routes, so the job can be precarious. Then again, no one is more intimately familiar with the hardships than a rogue trader. Where do you source your components? Asking you to disclose our suppliers. They come from both everywhere and nowhere. We get wares from lucky voidsmen who stumble upon abandoned or dilapidated ships, or from unlucky ones whose sorry tub arrives on Footfall in such a state it's easier to take her apart than restore her. All right, what do you got? The Imperial Navy. They want Necron trophies. They want Void trophies is like the only thing they're interested in. Which I don't have. Void pirate trophies. Ah, I do have. But I don't have very much. It's Xeno artifacts. That's Xeno artifacts. I mean, that's not going to do much for me. Let's see. We can improve our auger array. And we can get a better engine from them. Receive new equipment. Thank you. Shields, voidship plating. Okay, so these guys are basically, the more you blow up stuff in space, the better you are at blowing up stuff in space. So I am just going to give them these trophies, because clearly I'm going to need to bump them up a lot. And what do we got? A new engine and a new Auspex. I guess I could put those in cargo. Oh yeah, and we can spend scrap to upgrade things. Get a little bit of an upgraded ram. This ship definitely has a very ramming look to it. I also think you can get other ships as the game goes on. But I guess we'll head to football. Something sinister is unfolding among the survivors of Rykad Minoris. They've already several cases of evacuated refugees being found dead or dying. All of them blinded using various means. I fear there's reason to believe we were agents of the cult among the people. Surprise, surprise. I knew the Anthema would not fully release its hold on these dutiful souls. Proper report on the refugees. The esteemed nobles of their families were given quarter befitting their status. The horrors of the massacre in the streets are still fresh in their minds, so initially they made regular trips to the lower decks to talk out their fears. Oh, to take out their fears and anger on serfs from our own crew. It would have been disrespectful to confine nobles to their compartments, so we used shackles of different sort by generously supplying them with amasec and intoxicants. The venerated Praetor Dar Impulse VI took his retinue in the engineering bays, or barricaded themselves in. The wise servants of the Omnisire are fearful beyond measure that the ignorant lay people might damage or offend the miraculous fusion reactor, so they cloistered themselves in their own personal fortress. 11 bodies have been found. The first victim had their eyes burned out with a gas torch. The second had acid splashed in their face. The third was found wandering around on their last legs with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways through blinding. No trace of the killer's identity was found. Begin the interrogations. If I may interject, there's no need. The interrogations have already been conducted. I put enforcers on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, but didn't disturb your lordship until I had results. Now I do. We've already arrested 4 perpetrators at the scenes of the crime that have yet to take place. These are not murders, they are suicides. Explain yourself. The people we apprehended were about to blind themselves and end their own lives. I'm confident all who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They're haunted by the sight of the dying Rykad Minoris. Even in their sleep, they see the same horrific pictures, so the sad wretches would do anything to make the nightmares stop. Triple dose of sedatives. Cleansing liturgies. Increased surveillance and assign enforcers. And if this is not the work of cultists, I couldn't care less. I would like to rule with an iron fist. Increase surveillance and sign enforcers. Certainly, Lord Captain. I'm afraid it's not just the refugees. 3 of the 4 people we arrested were members of the crew. They watched Rykad Minoris died, and it left their mind scarred. We all bear the mark of that dark catastrophe, for it was the attention of the ruinous powers that branded our souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us. You were warned! It's regrettable you didn't listen. Shut up, Heinrichs. Get off my ship. And I guess we land at footfall. I guess that's our next step. But as all good things, perhaps we do it tomorrow. Because it is kind of all the time we have for today. It is kind of all we got time for today, I'm afraid. We'll be back with more Rogue Trader. Thank you for joining me in the meantime. There's lots more coming up. Lots more to be done. So stay tuned.